In page 43, Monday the 20th of Adar Rishon, Adar Aleph. We're continuing chapter 30. Upon honest reflection, a person will realize that they are not fighting their own inclination to the degree which they are capable of. If you looked at today, the Hayom Yom for today spoke about what is a Chassid, who is worthy of the title Chassid, calling somebody Chassid. What is Chassid? So he said the term Chassid is an ancient term that the sages had even applied to Adam Arishon. They called him Chassid. The Talmud in Tractate Tiruvim 18b uses the term Chassid about Adam. So it's it's an ancient title. It's not something that the Hasidim came up with. It was already old. It is described. What is Chassid describes? Perfection and excellence in intellect or in emotive character traits. Shlemut ha'mochin, shlemut ha'midot. Come to perfection in learning, perfection in midot, behavior, or in both. However, the Hasidic doctrine, what do we consider Hasid, according to Hasidut? A completely different thing. Obviously not negating what the Gemara is learning, but adding to it. The appellation Chassid refers to one who recognizes his own essence, character, and is standing in the knowledge and study of Torah. So I just want to mention the first part. It says someone who recognizes his own essence, character, and is standing in the knowledge of study of Torah. So he writes over here, upon honest reflection, meaning we are expecting, Chassid is expected to be honest with himself over where is he really standing. If you look at the Tanya, what is speaking, the first thing in Tanya speaks about the different levels. What is a Beinoni? What is a wicked? So it says, Da'et mekomcha. Know where you at. But truly know where you at. Don't flatter yourself, because it says Adam karov el atzmo, meaning a person is close to himself. So upon honest reflection, a person will realize that they are not fighting their own inclination to the degree which they are capable of. If you will look at yourself and really analyze, evaluate your doings, your deeds, your thoughts, speech, and action, you'll realize that you're not really waging a battle as much as you could have. Meaning, the evil inclination, we said, is always battling you at level 10. But the milchama sha'ara, the war that you are putting against, is maybe at level 1 or 2 or 3. You're not really fighting as much as you can. So this is one of the things that you have to keep in mind. And we mentioned that many times, why does it say Veshefal ruach bifnei kol ha'adam? You should be humble before any man, and even kal shebakalim, even a sinner, even the lowest of the lowest. So we explained that he is not fighting his evil inclination, and you're not fighting your evil inclination. We just have different evil inclinations. We have different challenges. But at the bottom line, we're not fighting the evil inclination. We are not waging war as much as we can, and he's not waging war. So why would I feel better than him? He has different challenges, he has different Yetzer Hara, he has different temptations.
But who's calling himself? The person is calling himself a Chassid. Who designates the word Chassid?
No, it's saying if you...
And why is it so important?
No, it says if you want to understand what is when we come with the appellation Chassid, what does a Chassid mean? Not that we're calling ourselves, but what does it mean? Ezu Chassid amit chasedim kono. The Gemara says, who is Chassid? They're doing chesed with kono, with Hashem. But what is Chassid? I'm trying to understand. So it tells you, Chassid is someone that knows his mekomo. Meaning knowing your place is also a level. Knowing where you are, because what is the idea of Tanya? The idea of Tanya is to that you should know your place. He says people can live a lifetime thinking that they're serving Hashem. And really, all they're doing is they're serving their own selves. If I do mitzvahs because I enjoy it, so who do I do it for? You do it for yourself. That's one of and this is just something that out of the blue. If you don't think about Hashem when you're doing the mitzvah, you're not doing it Hashem Shomayim, you are serving yourself. You're going to get the mitzvah for doing it, right? Because at the end of the day, it's counted whether you did it or not. That's the important part. But who am I serving? Am I Oved Hashem or not Oved Hashem? Oved Hashem is someone that is doing things that he's not comfortable with. Like Eved. Eved doesn't have a say whether he should do something or not. The master says you got to do it, and he does it. If you ever take him for an interview, you say, what would you think about your job? Which part do you like about the job? Which part you don't like about the job? So he might give you a rundown, a lot of things that he doesn't like about the job. But no one is asking him what he likes or what he doesn't like. But we, because of our free choice, we choose the things that we like to do. So is it Oved Hashem or not? But the time doesn't tell you don't enjoy what you do. You should enjoy it. But he wants you to push yourself when it's to places where you're not necessarily comfortable. If it's tzedakah, if it's in the realm of studying, you can, let's say you're studying, you're comfortable with studying 10 minutes, you push yourself to study a little more. You go out of your comfort zone, then you become Eved Hashem. And it's a whole different world between of Avado and Lo Avado, as the Gemara says. Avado is the one who learns 101 times. Eved Hashem. The one who learns 100 times, he repeats the same Mishnah 100 times, is not yet considered Eved Hashem. Why? Because those days, 100 times was the comfort zone. That's what everybody did. They were comfortable repeating it 100 times. But the one who did it 101, it's Oved Hashem. Just one more time, but it changed, the whole title changed. His whole being changed. Same thing. In prayer, Al ta'aseh tfilatcha kvar. Meaning the prayer should not be as I have order in the morning, it's in the system, we have a system, you wake up and you're davening, you're doing this and that. Ela tachanunim. Mother said, don't do a kavah, rather tachanunim. Rather you're begging Hashem for things. It's like every day it's a new struggle. The davening is like a war, it's a fight. You're fighting to stay focused, you're fighting to understand what you're saying, you're fighting to mean what you're saying. I love the way you daven, by the way.
Yeah, actually, it's a good daven. We got Friday night videos.
It was up to me, I would put you there every day. Of course.
I think we should just make a Sephardic menu.
Nothing to do with the Sephardic Ashkenaz.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I like the paste, and it seems like when you read, you're understanding what you're saying. You're not just, okay, I'm trying to catch up with whoever. That's very important. Very important. That means that half the way is done for you already. There's less work you have to do. Because the prayer is really one of the biggest challenges that we have to go through is to pray properly. And that's also the avodah of Chassid. The Rebbe always demanded Chassidim to daven, to pray b'metinut. Metinut doesn't mean that you pray slow and doesn't mean you pray fast. Metinut is a state of mind. To enter that state of mind and to be able at that time to forget about everything else, that's a challenge. Rebbe one time walked into the previous Rebbe's room and he had a very important mission that he needed to accomplish. It was like after a whole day of seeing people and consulting people, and he saw that he was immersed in a Hasidic discourse as if he doesn't have in half an hour to catch the train and to prepare himself on the mission. So he told them, Ad kedei kach, so much, how is it that you can be so focused on what you're doing and forget about everything else? So he told them about the Rashba. Rashba was one of the commentators on the Talmud. He said the Rashba used to give 3 lectures every day, but his lectures was not for people like me or you. Lectures was for giants.
Oh, yeah.
So he couldn't. It's not something that he didn't have to prepare for. It was real giants in Torah, and on top of that, he was a doctor, and he saw patients every day. It's not something that you can say, okay, I'm doing it nonchalantly. You have to think about what you are prescribing, right? It's a real job. And the Rebbe was amazed that he found time to go for spatzir. Spatzir in Yiddish, they go for a walk. He had a time in the evening, he went for a half an hour walk. And he said during that half an hour, he didn't even think about it, not his job, not his lectures, he walked, he rested. He said, how was he able to accomplish all these things in one day? And I forgot to mention something else. The commentaries that he wrote are so deep, are so complex in many areas in Torah. So again, it's not something that you to sit down and be able to come up with all these compilations of Torah in different areas. It's not simple. And so he said, how was he able to do it? And the answer was that anything that he did, at that given moment, nothing else existed. He was able to completely remove himself from anything else. It's like, I'm talking to you, there's no one else in the world at this minute. It's my time with you 100%. Not my mind is wandering, it was 100% with you. And that's why he had Hatzlacha Bizman. That's how the Rebbe called it. Success in time. You could be successful, but don't have success in time. Time can be messed up, not utilized 100%. The Rashba had a success in time. And the previous Rebbe, Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak, learned from him, and he said, right now, nothing else exists. When the clock hits 9:30 or 10 o'clock, and I know I got to go, then I will go. ואפילו בבחינת צור מרע יכול כל איש משכיל למצוא בנפשו שאינו שר לגמרי מהרע בכל מכל כל. Even in the category of turn away from evil, every thinking man can discover within himself that he does not turn completely and totally away from evil. It says, צור מרע, am I really turning away from evil? במקום שצריך למלחמה עצומה כערך הנזכר לעיל, או אפילו פחות מערך הנזכר לעיל, in a situation requiring a battle of the level magnitude described above, the battle required of the Kal Shebekalim, or even in a situation requiring a battle of lesser magnitude. כגון, להפסיק באמצע שיחה נאה או סיפור בגנות חברו. So, sometimes you hear a juicy story, בגנות חברו, about something degrading or discrediting in your friend, and it's very hard to stop it. You tell the guy, listen, please stop, I don't want to hear it. How many people would actually do it? And imagine that you're not just one-on-one. There's 5 people around you, and they're all sucking it in, and you tell them, hey, stop, don't go there. I don't want to hear it. It's not easy. Even if it is a very slight slur. Even if the other guy is speaking the truth. He's saying the truth about so-and-so.
You said friend.
כנודע, now listen to this level. כנודע מעד אמר רבי שמעון לאביו רבינו הקדוש. רבי שמעון בר יוחאי said to his, it is known from the Rabbi Rabbi Shimon who said to his father, Rabbeinu HaKadosh, לאו ענה כתבי, אלא יהודה חייתה כתבי. ואמר לו, כלך מלשון הרע, עיין שם בגמרא, ריש פרק י' דבב בתרא. It is known what Rabbi Shimon said to his father, Rabbeinu HaKadosh, concerning a problematic bill of divorce. Somebody wrote a get, but he saw that the way it's written, it was problematic. The language was not correct. So he said, who wrote this paper? When Rabbeinu HaKadosh saw it, he said to Rabbi Shimon, who wrote this paper? So what did he say to him? He said, I did not write it. Yehuda Chaita, Yehuda the tailor, wrote it. Where the slur was minor one, and the purpose was self-vindication. You just want to vindicate yourself, right? I didn't do it. So-and-so did it. His father replied, keep away from slander. The same applies to very many similar things which occur frequently. There too, one will find that he does not resist his evil impulse as he ought to, even in the category of turn away from evil. ובפרט בעניין לקדש עצמו במותר לו שהוא מדאורייתא, כמו שכתוב, קדושים תהיו והתקדשתם וגומר. This is probably the hardest one. It says, especially true with regard to sanctifying oneself. So when an individual is analyzing his own self, looking at himself carefully, and seeing that in this area he's not really sacrificing, he's not really working hard. This is especially true with regard to sanctifying oneself by refraining from indulgence in permitted matters. And this is a biblical commandment derived from the verse, you shall be holy and sanctify yourself. How do you become holy? How do you sanctify yourself? By avoiding things that are permissible, not things that are prohibited. It's permissible for you to eat steak, breakfast, lunch, and supper, assuming the doctor tells you it's healthy for you. You're on a keto diet. Right now, keto diet, you're eating only protein. It tells you, and you have the money. You can buy breakfast, lunch, and supper. But you enjoy it, you like the steak. It says you shouldn't do it. Why? Kadesh atzmecha b'mutar lach. Things that are permissible for you, sanctify yourself. You don't have to have every indulgence in the world. Allowed to eat ice cream as much as you want, but you shouldn't. Because the more you will engage in enjoyments, physical enjoyments, the more coarse you will become, and vulgar, and aggressive. All the negative attributes comes from indulgence. Permissible things. You can have...
Watch TV too much.
Yeah.
All the wrong things on TV.
Whatever your tava is, whatever your desire is. One guy's desire will be to watch TV, one guy will be a desire to listen to symphonies, and another guy is to eat food. Or one guy is all of them combined. וגם דברי סופרים חמורים מדברי תורה. Moreover, even according to the opinion that this commandment is not biblical origin, Kadesh Atzmecha, some say it's not biblical origin, yet rabbinic enactments are even stricter than biblical laws. And yet one will often find himself, and this is taken from the Gemara in Sanhedrin, that the rabbinic enactments are even stricter than biblical laws, and yet one will often find himself succumbing to self-indulgence when the temptation is strong and requires a battle to overcome it. Ela shekol elu v'chayotze b'hen, all of the above, and ma'avonot she'adam dash be'akevav, meaning that you do it, you are trampling upon them. You're not even noticing that you're sinning. Insensitive to their importance. Think, oh, it's no big deal. וגם נעשו כהיתר מחמת שעבר בשנה, and which have come to be regarded as permissible. In his mind, they are permissible because he did it so many times. ברוכים תהיו.